Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 587 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I'm Heidi, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you, especially today when my heart feels so heavy, and maybe yours does too, with some of the things that have happened this week. So I wanted to talk today about rising above loss and honoring someone's impact and choosing grace in tough moments. So this week I found myself reflecting on the idea of legacy, like what it means to leave a mark on the world, to live with purpose, and to really inspire others. I've always believed that every single one of us has a unique light to shine. And when someone's light touches others, it creates ripples that go far beyond what we can see. And today I want to honor someone who did just that. His name is Charlie Kirk. Now, you may or may not know him. And if you're a longtime listener, you know I'd steer clear of politics. That's not what this space is about. This podcast is about mindset and growth and lifting each other up. So today, I'm not talking about Charlie's views or his work in that arena. I'm talking about his energy and his passion and the way he showed up unapologetically as himself. He was someone who believed in his mission, who spoke with conviction, and who inspired countless people, especially young people, to engage with the world around them. And that's something we can all learn from, no matter what we believe. Now, when I heard about Charlie's passing, it hit me really hard, not because I knew him personally, I didn't, but because it reminded me of how fragile life is. One moment someone's here and anyone's pouring their heart into their work, and the next moment they're gone. It made me stop and ask, well, what am I doing with my moments? And I bet some of you are asking that too. What does it mean to live fully right now in a way that honors not just our own purpose, but the people who've inspired us? And Charlie Kirk was someone who lived with purpose. He didn't wait for permission to share his voice. He didn't shrink back because of criticism or fear. He showed up day after day with courage. And that's a lesson for all of us. So how do we honor someone like that? How do we honor anyone who's left a mark on this world? And I think it starts with looking at our own lives. Are we showing up fully? Are we chasing what sets our hearts on fire? For me, this podcast is part of that. You all know I've been doing it for 5 years, and sometimes I wonder if my quiet flame is enough. But then I remember, it's not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being true to who you are and touching even one person's life. And that's what Charlie did in his own way, and that's what we can do in ours. I was listening to Scott Adams this morning because I knew he would have valuable, timely advice on how to move forward with love after a loss like that, especially a loss of someone who maybe inspired you to be a better person. Scott's biggest piece of advice was just to do something. If something's been on your heart, to take action in a peaceful, loving way that helps all of mankind heal and move forward, to do that. And here are 3 things that I think we can do to rise above and honor the legacy of someone who's inspired you, whether that's Charlie Kirk or whether it may be someone else in your life. So for some, that may mean embracing your own voice. Like Charlie was known for speaking boldly, even when it was hard. You don't have to agree with everything he said to admire that courage. So ask yourself, where am I holding back? Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting or sharing a creative idea or even starting that project you've been dreaming about. This week, take one small step to use that voice. It could be as simple as telling someone you appreciate them or posting that thought you've been hesitant to share. And another thing, don't wait until everything is perfect to start something that's been on your heart. I've said it before, you don't have to be perfect to be enough. You're already enough just as you are. And Charlie didn't wait for everything to be perfect to start his work. He just started it. And look at the ripples he created. So let go of the need to have it all figured out. If you're waiting for the right moment to chase your goal, let this be your sign. The moment is now. The right moment is now. And finally, choose to live with grace, especially in hard times. Loss, like what we're feeling with Charlie's passing, can make us angry, can make us sad, we can feel very lost. But here's what I've learned. Grace is a choice. It's choosing to see the good, to hold space for healing, and to keep moving forward. Maybe that means forgiving someone, being kinder to yourself, or simply taking a deep breath when the world feels super heavy. Grace is how we lift ourselves and others up. I was thinking about my husband today, and he's been such a cheerleader for this podcast since day one. When I started, I had so many doubts, but he just kept saying, Heidi, just keep going. You have no idea of the impact you have on people. You have no idea who you're helping. And he told me my voice matters. He made me feel like my voice matters. And that's what I want to say to you today too. Your voice matters. Your purpose, it matters. And every day you choose to show up, you're honoring the people who've inspired you, whether they're still here or not. And I want to leave you with this thought. Life is short, but it's also so beautiful when we live it with intention. And I talk about that a lot on this podcast, is living with intention. And Charlie Kirk's life reminded me of that. He showed up, he spoke his truth, and he inspired others to do the same. So let's honor him and everyone who's touched our lives by living fully right now. So take a moment today to reflect, like, what's one thing you can do to shine your light a little brighter? Maybe it's calling a loved one. That's an easy thing to do. Or maybe it's not so easy. Maybe it's starting that passion project, or possibly just giving yourself permission to rest. Whatever it is, do it with love and do it with courage. Thanks for being here with me today. I know it was a little bit heavy, but I'm thankful for you every single day. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a little lift. And as always, keep living a wildly successful life, not by the world's standards, but by yours. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.